Nice to see you all. So very excited. It's our Orlando Pride, our first home playoff game and our second playoff appearance. So we're super excited and couldn't be more proud of this team and where we are and hopefully where we're going. And Haley Carter, Seb Hines, and all the players have done a great job this season. We're very proud of winning the Shield and excited now for the second season and getting the playoffs started tonight against a very tough team.
Marcus, over the 2 years you've been owner of this club, the turnaround that this team has had in such a short amount of time, just how can you kind of put it into words just how quick this turnaround has been? I know it's not necessarily something you predicted so quickly, but just from your perspective, how do you kind of see it?
Well, our job at the ownership level is to make sure we have provide the resources to make sure the team has all the facilities and players and ability to thrive and make it first class in every way, and that mostly starts with people. And I couldn't give more credit to Haley Carter and Seb Hines. We couldn't be more fortunate to have them leading our organization. And I know it feels overnight in a lot of senses to our fans, but I know a lot of hard work's gone into it. And so they deserve all the accolades that they got to get the Shield. And again, the playoffs is a whole different story, and we're excited to get it going. But I know Coach Hines and the team, they're ready to go, and they've worked hard to get prepared to be in the right spot.
What does this moment mean for the club to be here in this moment and kind of like piggybacking off what he said, just to have like a quick turnaround?
Well, it's very exciting. I'm very excited for our fans. We're very grateful for the fans we have and the way the interaction with the fans has grown so dramatically. Of course, women's soccer in general and the NWSL. I'm personally very, very grateful for Commissioner Berman and the growth of the league and where we're going. And just locally here, the Orlando Pride is getting more and more notice. Our social impressions, our viewership is just growing leaps and bounds. And I give a lot of credit, of course, like I said, to Haley and Coach Hines, but also to Jared Dillon, our entire business operations. The amount of interaction with the community and with our fans, we couldn't do it without the support of the fans, and we're going to keep growing and growing.
What message do you hope that this season sends to all of Central Florida and the fan base?
Well, we love the Orlando Pride, and if you love sports, if you love the best women's sports league in the world, I urge everyone who hasn't come so far, come out to a match. It's a great experience, and we are committed to making sure we have championship women's soccer in Orlando, and this is just the beginning of hopefully a long run of competitiveness, success. I mean, the players we have here, of course, Marta, Barbara Banda, Anna Morehouse, list goes on and on. We have Olympians on our team, world-class athletes, and so we're proud of the fact that it's the best women's sports league in the world, and it's just a great experience to come out here, and we're very, again, grateful for our fans.
Both the Pride and City have seen their fair share of success this season. I guess you talked about from the ownership level trying to make sure that both of these clubs have the best resources. What does that sort of look like from that level? Is it talking about spending for player transfers? Is it facilities? Is it all of it? How do you sort of ensure that the success continues?
It's all the above, and again, we have three goals paramount. Of course, winning championships, making sure the fan experience is as great as can be. I mean, here at Inter&Co Stadium, and we're so grateful for our sponsors like Orlando Health and Inter&Co and all the rest. And we've grown all of that because of the success of the clubs and the fact that soccer is growing. So all of that, and of course, connecting to the community. So it takes all of the above of what you've asked for, and we're just here to provide the resources. But we want to do it smartly in a way where we get the right people in the organization. And you mentioned the city staff and Oscar Pereira and Luis Muzi, Ricardo Moreira, and the entire soccer operation on the city side, we're also very impressed with. So the sky's the limit if you really make sure you support with the best people possible, and that's been the case so far.
And to follow that, in what ways do you think maybe Orlando has become a place that players want to come play for both the Pride and City?
Well, we have great fans across the board. Central Florida is a great place to do business. It's a great place for people to live and play, and part of that is having a world-class soccer teams, and that we have that in these two clubs. So we're excited. I know our fans are excited. It's an exciting season to have two home playoff games here this weekend. That's something super special. And again, I keep saying it. If you haven't been, or even if you have, but if you haven't been in a while to Inter and Co Stadium, come out, bring your family, your friends to a match in the playoff run and then beyond, in 25 and beyond. Come out, support the club. It's a great experience. It's a great way to spend an evening or a day. And so we're thankful for the fans, and we hope to grow the fan base dramatically and grow soccer in Central Florida big time.
When we talk to the pride in the team, the players, the staff, they always talk about how the owners, you, have put so much of an emphasis on the team. It's not just the women's teams that push the wayside. It's kind of been equally with the men's team and the women's team. How good is that for you to hear, knowing that the players are appreciative, the coaches are, and they're taking notice of your work for them?
Well, I think that's super important. I think just in general in the sports landscape nationwide and worldwide, women's sports is growing for a reason. I have a daughter myself who played high school soccer, so we understand that it's about empowerment and making everyone feel that sports is a great way to interact, great way to connect with friends and family and community. And so we're happy to hear that from the players, and it's very intentional that we make sure to invest in the culture. And again, all credit to Haley and Seb and the entire leadership of the club that have made that effort. And it's good that it's being taken notice of, and we're just excited to get started. We know it's a long road ahead of us to get to where we want to go this offseason, and that begins tonight.
As somebody that owns multiple franchises across all kinds of different sports, how do you find the time personally to oversee everyone and make sure everybody gets enough attention and everything that they do need?
Well, super blessed with a great leadership. We have great people around us leading the business side, the technical side. We have a great business support side of our board. So there's a lot of great people around us that give us the support to make sure we have first-class facilities, to make sure we have first-class players, and the kind of talent and leadership that really builds culture. And I think it's important that we not just win, but we win in a way where we're connected to the community, where we have an environment where players feel they can grow their craft, work at their craft, and succeed. So that's the idea we have, and no different in the NFL with the Minnesota Vikings as well. So great coaching and football personnel leadership there as well. So we want to bring that kind of mentality and approach to the soccer world as well.
And talk about how tonight's a celebration that you guys are here, but job's not finished. How much pressure is there on the team tonight to go out there and perform in front of the
Well,
fans?
I think the expectations are deservedly high. I mean, we had a incredible regular season, as you know. The unbeaten streak, the number of wins, the number of goals, all the records that have been had. But we know there's more to happen, and I know for our players they have tremendous thirst and hunger, and they're well prepared. So we know it's not going to be easy, but I know they're well prepared and ready to go, and that's both for the Pride and City. And so we're excited to be in this spot. This is where we want to be this year and every year going forward, and to be in a competitive situation where we have that chance. So, and again, we know these leagues are hyper competitive. Everyone wants to get where they have to get to, and we're no different.